Hey folks, how are you all doing today? So on this channel recently, I've been posting a lot of sort of more workout themed clips, looking at programming, looking at Olympic lifting, and it's something that I'm really passionate about, but at the same time, it's not something that appeals to everyone. So I really wanted to use this video, use this time, to chat sort of specifically to you guys that are subscribed to my channel, to chat to you folks that are on my mailing list, that are subscribed to my emails, just to let you know, a little bit more about what I'm doing outside of my training, what's going on in my life, just so that you can get to know a little bit more about me. So the title of this video is You Don't Know Shit, and Neither Do I. And basically what I want to talk about is how we have different goals, different ideas. We work towards getting them. We take on as much information as we can in different ideas. But it's easy to get complacent, and it's easy to think that we have learnt it all. But I think the reality is that we really just don't know shit, and sometimes you get one of those wake-up calls that really lets you know that. So if you know a little bit about me, if you know from my background, when I sort of grew up, I identified as being intellectual or being quite academic. So I set my targets as getting to a good uni, and I got into Oxford. I worked my ass off. I put in a lot of hours each night, and I got to Oxford Uni. I worked my ass off there, and I got good grades. And that's what I identified with. I felt that being academic, that being intellectual was the part of my character that mattered the most. And I got a shock. I think the shock that I got more than anything was that when I started trying to do more physical things, when I started trying to, do bits of running, do bits of weightlifting, I realised just how weak I was, just how not good at it. I was uncoordinated. I had no physical capability. I couldn't move. I literally couldn't activate my muscles. So while I might have been very sort of, I guess, mentally literate, or whatever you want to call it, I was physically illiterate. I had no idea how to move or what anything to do with physical performance. I had no idea about nutrition, no idea how to fuel my body right. So that was a massive wake-up call for me. But I adapted that. I integrated that. I started doing different kinds of training. I built up my running. I did half marathons. Started doing jiu-jitsu. Done weightlifting, kickboxing, you name it. I've tried it and I've enjoyed it and I've learnt a lot. I'm now actually, as you know, a professional personal trainer and strength coach. So that's a complete tangential route to go down. But I got again to a point where I identified then not so much with the mental aspect, but also with the physical. And I sort of started to get maybe a little cocky about, well, I've got both of the elements. I've got the mental bit, I've got the physical bit, I've got the brains and the brawn. Maybe that's me sorted. Maybe that's job well done. But then suddenly I'm in this world of personal training and business. I'm outside big box gyms, and I've got to learn all this different stuff. I've got to learn marketing. I've got to learn how to manage a business, Facebook advertising, Google advertising, direct marketing. How does that work? How do you set up different media? How do you reach followers? And so you guys, actually, how do I reach more of you guys? I don't know how you guys are finding me, so I'm using different mediums. Actually, that's a good point. If you're watching this video, if you've got this far in, which thanks for, by the way, let me know. Leave a comment below. I really do ask you to do this. Please, leave a comment below, letting me know how you found me, how you found the video, what did you search for, and then I can help more people and find more people. So yeah, the whole marketing, the business side is something that I've honestly had to learn, and I'm getting there. But that's taught me again that I didn't know shit about marketing. I had the physical bit, I had the mental bit, I had all the skills of the sort of the strength and conditioning world, but it didn't mean anything if I can't serve anyone with it. So that was the next thing I had to learn. And as part of this, there's a lot of stuff that I've had to learn and do on that, including sort of building rapport. How do you get to know people? How do you be friendly? How do you make people feel comfortable around you? How do you energize a room? How do you energize a class? So I've had to look into a lot of public speaking, how to present myself. Even when I started talking to these, if you look back at my earlier videos, you'll see that I fill a lot of gaps with random ums and likes and okays and just random bits of sentences. So that's something that I've had to work on as well. How to work with different people, how to get people active. There's a lot of different sort of social dynamics that I've had to pick up, especially as someone that's quite naturally introverted, I guess. So again, that's a lot of stuff I've had to do. The reason I'm talking about myself at length, I guess, is one, so that you can get a bit of a sense more about me, so I'm not just some guy in a camera telling you how to work out, but more so that you can ask yourself the same questions. Like, you've probably got things that you identify with yourself. You know, do you identify as being an intelligent academic person? Do you maybe identify as being a physical person? What is it that forms your identity? What are your values? What do you identify with the most? And ask yourself the question, if that was taken away, what would you identify with? Or is there something else that your character is lacking? What else can you add to yourself? So for me, it was realizing that I had no physicality, that I was very academic but had no physical abilities. And then it was realizing that I had no business or like financial what's the word? I'm saying abilities again, but I had no ability to sort of work in that area. Then I worked out that, you know, my social skills were shit because I was naturally introverted and I find it hard to hold conversations. So then I had to work on that. So for you, what is it? You know, what else can you work on? How can you improve yourself? And I think it all starts with that acknowledgement that you just really don't know shit. I don't know shit. You don't know shit. So start learning some stuff. Start learning more. Find something that you're more passionate about. Start learning in which ways can you improve, and go down those avenues. Let me know how you get on. If you find something, if you decide on something that you can improve, then by all means do it. As always, my email address, feel free to contact me. It's alex@characterstrength.co.uk. If you've got any questions, any comments, feel free to do that. If you like this video, if you think it's quite a useful topic, a useful idea to go down, and you'd like to see more, then feel free to like it. And if you'd like to see more of these videos, some strength training videos, some general self-improvement, strength and conditioning stuff, hit the subscribe button. That's about it for today. I'll chat to you guys again soon.